my children are responding like this? Why is this happening to me? Why do I keep getting the same type of job and it's a dead end job? What is it about me? Confront those dark areas of yourself to find out, what do I reflect? Remember, a lot of times what I reflect is what I attract, okay? So what I reflect is what I attract. If I reflect positive energy, I'm going to attract positive energy. If I reflect sadness and sorrow and grief and complaining, I'm going to attract other people who are in that same circle. So what I reflect is so important to others. So I have to be able to confront that dark part of myself and say, listen, it's not a bad day. It's not the end. I'm not going to, die right here. I don't look that bad. My weight is not so over, that I can't lose it. Yes, this person may be this size, but guess what? I'm going to celebrate the size that I am right now. Celebrate. You got to learn how to confront the dark parts. If you don't like your weight, guess what? Start walking, start exercising, change your eating pattern, do what you need to do. Confront the dark parts about yourself. If you say, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore, I don't like this about myself, confront yourself. Make a plan. Go through steps 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and say, this is what I'm going to do to what? Confront this dark space. If this is something that I'm doing that I don't want to do anymore, then confront that place. A lot of people get frustrated about weight, and so their weight causes them not to have self-esteem. So you got to confront it. And you got to confront it seriously. Don't confront it and just acknowledge the fact that you're overweight, or acknowledge the fact that, you're having this type of a relationship, or just acknowledgement. Acknowledgement is not enough. When I confront something, that means I tackle it head on to make a change. I tackle it head on to make a change. And then I work towards banishing those areas. Okay, I work towards banishing those areas. I confront it, right? So that the parts that are there, I work towards banishing those areas so that what? I won't see them again. And I continue to celebrate the positive areas that are in me that can make changes. I work continually hard so that what? Those changes can be made. I work continually hard so what? Evidence can come forth and I can continue to celebrate and continue to live my self-esteem. Remember, self-esteem is what? It's having that confidence in your own worth. It's having that ability, right, of self-respect. Self-respect is having that confidence of who I am and what I'm worth. If you don't know what you're worth, then guess what? You're going to go for anything, right? You're going to just allow those dark paths to continue to move in your life. Those dark paths that continue to hinder you from functioning. Those dark paths, won't be worked on. But guess what? When you understand, I want to build my self-esteem, guess what? You're going to make sure that I'm going to be confident in my own worth. People don't have to tell me if I'm worthy of something. I'm going to be confident. And when I'm confident and I like myself, then how many know the same thing other people are going to like me? It's reproduced in my life. That same thing is reproduced. Why? Because that's what I'm giving off. I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. I'm giving off, I love myself. I'm giving off, I'm healthy, I'm wealthy, I'm wise. I'm giving off all of the proper things that are needed for advancement and for development. So I understand that what? I have to do things like taking care of myself. Self-esteem means I do self-care. All right. So I take time to do things that really matter for me. Okay, really taking time to do things that matter for me. When I understand this, then I literally have self-care time. Whether it's something that you just want to take a nap, you want to read a book, you want to go to the spa, you want to get your hair done, you want to just sit in silence. It's up to you, but you have to have self-care. In order to have great self-esteem, you have to have self-care. Don't allow people to overwhelm you so much so that you don't take your own space. I tell women, especially sometimes women, because they're wives, they're mothers, they're working, or they're business owners, they have so many things, so many hats to put on that then they get overwhelmed. So self-care self-care adds to your self-esteem. If it's 30 minutes a day, if it's 20 minutes a day, if it's so many minutes in a week, you have to learn how to carve that time out to care for yourself. Because how can I care for others if I don't care for me? So I have to make sure that I have self-care, and I have to make sure that I understand that my self-esteem has to be built properly and have to function in the capacity that is needed for me to be able to what? Be a better me. All right. So it's very important, right? So when I understand that I am great, I understand that I am good, and I'm working on my self-esteem, one of the things that you have to do is forgive yourself for your mistakes. This is very important. This is serious. Forgive yourself for your mistakes. Don't allow yourself to go backwards thinking about the mistakes that you made. If you made a mistake, guess what? Own up to your mistake. Find out what you need to do to what? Transition out of that place so that the mistake doesn't continue haunting you, the mistake doesn't continue overwhelming you, but there is something that you can do. Work past your mistake, right? So you forgive yourself and then you work past the place of your mistake, all right? Don't allow your mistake to stay there for life. Don't allow your mistake to stay in the same positioning or place that it goes on for 10 years, 15 years go by, and your self-esteem is diminished because you didn't just simply forgive yourself and work on that mistake, all right? So this is very important, right? You have to love you. You deserve self-care, right? You deserve love and affection. Listen to me. If you're single or if you're married, this is very important. You deserve love and affection. So you have to do things that make you feel loved. If you're single, you have to find things that literally make you feel loved, make you feel appreciated, make you feel wanted, make you feel connected. You have to actually create space and time to be able to develop that placement so that you're able to what? Accomplish feeling loved and appreciated, right? You want to go into circles with people who love you and appreciate you. Don't go around people who don't care much about you, or people who don't value you, or people who don't celebrate you, or people who don't think anything about you. You have to be in a space and a place that you're able to what? Allow yourself to be loved and appreciated. If you are married, then love and affection is important. You have to make sure that you create that space and time. Let your spouse know, look, this is what I need from you. I need more. If it's 2 more hugs a day, or I need us to embrace, I need us to sit down and talk. I need us to turn off the television and just have a wonderful conversation. Find out what's going on with each other. I need affection, whether it's more time of intimacy, whether it's dating nights, whatever it may be. You have to be able to be open so that what? Your self-esteem doesn't transition from being good to bad. We want to have good self-esteem. And so guess what? We have to make sure we deserve love and affection. So you have to make yourself available for that love and for that affection. Make sure that it's good love and it's good affection. Remember, those of you that are single, don't just settle for anybody. Don't just get with anybody because they're of the opposite sex. But you want to get with somebody that's going to literally show you love and affection. If it's just a friend, a girl and another girl, you're friends. I'm not talking about anything outside of that. But if you're friends and you want to make sure that people are not toxic, you want friends that show you love. They appreciate you. They value you for who you are. Friends that you can fellowship and go out with for dinner, or maybe go out and talk. You can laugh. Value people. So and when you have good self-esteem, you value people. You see the value in them. You can see the greatness. You can see the goodness. You can see their beauty. You can see how they are as a person, and you can celebrate that. So when you have good self-esteem, how many know you're going to celebrate other people's self-esteem? You're going to celebrate other people. You're going to celebrate your differences. Right? When you understand that I've got good self-esteem, then I understand I can celebrate my difference. I can celebrate the spaces and the place that are different, right? Millions of people may be, doing one thing a particular way, but how about God created me to do it different? One of the things I love about myself is that I'm left-handed. And so a lot of people like, wow, you're left-handed. I love that quality because it separates me. It makes me different. A lot of people in the world are right-handed, but I am left-handed. And so it's a blessing to me because I'm able to be different. And I utilize that difference for my self-esteem, to say, you know what, I was uniquely created to write with this hand. I was uniquely created to do something different. So we need to celebrate our differences. We need to acknowledge our differences. We need to understand that there's something powerful about our difference, right? So don't notice the negative things. You notice the positive things. So you'll go in saying things like, I'm awesome. I'm doing great things. I love who I am. I love who I'm becoming. I love where I'm going. I love my life. My life is changing. My life is for the better. So you speak all of these positive affirmations over you. Why? Because you want to increase and boost your self-esteem. And the more that you do it, how many know it changes how you feel about yourself? Right? It changes the outlook. It changes the mindset. It changes the mind frame. It changes how you function. So I'm just excited today because why? I have good self-esteem because I invested in myself. I want to tell somebody today, it's important for you. You need to invest in yourself. Take time out of your schedule to make sure that your self-esteem is right. Take time out of your schedule to make sure that you're in the proper mindset, the proper thought patterns. You're doing what you need to do to make sure that you are having healthy self-esteem. Listen, I'm going to take these last couple minutes to make sure that we just recap, right? So very important. We need to recap over this today, right? That we look into the mirror and we ask ourselves, what do we see? Are you able to see your self-worth? These are questions that you have to ask yourself, right? And then I want to tell you again, self-esteem is what? It's the confidence in one's own worth or ability, and it is self-respect. So you as a man, you as a woman, all of you that are watching this, I want to make sure that you understand you need to have confidence about who you've been created to be. Our scripture that I gave you from the Bible out of Psalms 139:14, this is a powerful scripture, says, I will praise thee, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are thy works, and thy soul knoweth right well. So you got to remember this. Tell yourself every day, I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are thy works. That means that God created you marvelously. God saw fit to put you in his likeness and in his image, and that there was no other person that had the same mother and the same father and came out looking like you. Isn't that awesome? That is wonderful. So we're going to celebrate our differences. Celebrate those areas and those spaces where you are different from others. It's okay to be tall. It's okay to be short. It's okay to be left-handed. It's okay to be right-handed. It's okay to have burgundy hair. It's okay to have black hair. Whatever the case may be, it's okay to be a little overweight. It's okay to be underweight. It is all about your self-esteem. Celebrate who you are. And remember, you have to go in and deal with those past hurts, those past pains, right? Those past areas, those dark pasts that we need to confront. Confront those places. Don't be afraid to confront them. Why? Because it's going to help to change you from having negative energy to positive energy. Forgive yourself. Make sure you understand that there's specifically a place, a time that you're going to that's going to be better than where you are now. But appreciate where you are now. Don't just look for the future, but enjoy the moment, right? Don't just look for the future, but enjoy the moment. So today, I just want to thank you for being a part of another broadcast of Deborah's Voice. I appreciate each and every one of you. Like this post, share it. We're going to be having some more guests that are coming on this show. We're going to be having more people to come. We're going to be on location. I'm telling you, it's going to be an amazing time of you celebrating this show with me. Deborah's Voice is like none other. It's going to be a blessing to each and every one of you. You're going to be able to see it, whether we're in studio or on location. Tell somebody about it. Like this page. Also go to our YouTube channel, Apostle Dr. Dwan Jackson. It's going to be awesome. Hit the subscribe button. turn on the notification bell and get all of our notifications of when we're going live, not just for Deborah's Voice, but for all of the things that we're doing. Again, this is your host of Deborah's Voice. This is Dr. Dwan Jackson. Have a great day.